Yeah, we got money on the mind today on this Monday afternoon. Many people looking forward to that $1,400 check from the federal government, but you know who else is looking forward to that? Criminals. And since this is now the third round of stimulus checks, cyber crooks have gotten pretty good at trying to cheat you out of your money. They've had some experience, some time to tweak here. So let's talk about that today. Joining us is cybersecurity expert Kevin Campbell to talk more about it. Kevin, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me on, Jason.
So they're trying pretty much everything here. We're talking about texts, we're talking about Twitter direct messages, phone calls, emails, you name it, and some of them are pretty good at it.
They're getting better and better, and they're very good at it. The key thing, though, and the most common scheme right now is, clicking on a link, right? And, your companies that people work at try to practice, for phishing schemes. But I've been surprised at how many people are ending up, somebody's saying, get your stimulus check early, or click here to get your stimulus check. And then, they click there and all of a sudden their password and ID is stolen. Or some people, they give them a spreadsheet and say, fill in this information and we'll get it to you quicker. Believe me, they're not doing any of that.
Mm-hmm. And people who fall for this are smart people in many cases. Again, some of these operations have gotten kind of sophisticated. There may also be desperation on the other end, people really needing to get their hands on that money, and sometimes desperation creates some bad decisions and you do some things that you later regret. I think that we also probably need to talk about, helping perhaps our parents or our grandparents out who may fall for some of these things and may not be up on some of these trends that happen digitally. It's important to tell people that the government doesn't reach out to you like that. They don't send you a text or send you an email or call you and say, hey, you need to do this to get your money.
In my years of living, the government has never called me to say they want to help me. Even when I need help and I've asked them for help, they won't call you. So you can be sure that they're not there. But I think going back to your view of parents and things in general, I have a general rule: don't click on any links. If something you get looks like it's attractive to you, go directly to, Google or Yahoo or whatever and type that website in and go there directly. And that applies, 365 days of the year, 24 hours a day. So, just don't click on those links. Go there directly if you need to. Mm-hmm. Same thing with texts, right?
Yeah.
Don't click on any of the stuff that's out there.
And Kevin, let's clear this up for people too, because sometimes there is such a thing as spoofing, where you can call somebody, you can make your phone number on their caller ID say IRS, for example. You can also, get an email address that looks very much like it's coming from IRS. Whatever. You can also get logos that go with what you're sending that look like the real deal. It's important to note that some of these are sophisticated operations that look very much like the real thing, but as you say, the bottom line is the government never reaches out to you to tell you, hey, you've got to do this and that and the other. It's that basic.
That's right. And Jason, you are exactly right. They are getting so good at copying and looking at it exactly, right? And for corporate clients, we talk to them all the time about emails from Microsoft. Be very careful because they make them look just like it. The only thing is if you hover over the from, right, it'll say one thing, but the actual email address, is Betty from Bulgaria or, someplace else. So make sure that the name in the address matches it. But I even go further and say, don't ever click on a link, right? Because it's always bad.
Some very good advice. Protect your $1,400. Don't let somebody swoop in there and take it from you. Cybersecurity expert Kevin Campbell, thank you for the info today. I hope that really does help some folks.
All right. Thanks for having me on.
Appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break here. We will be right back. Stick with us.